Hello, friends, and welcome to The Architecture Enthusiast. Mossehaus, redesigned by Erich Mendelsohn between 1921 and 1923 in Berlin, is a key work of early modernist architecture, exemplifying Mendelssohn's innovative approach to blending dynamic form with functionality. Originally constructed in the late 19th century as the headquarters for the Mosse Publishing House, the building was partially destroyed during World War I. After the war, Mendelsohn was commissioned to remodel and extend the building, and his design for Mossehaus is now considered one of the earliest examples of Expressionist architecture evolving into modernism. Approaching Mossehaus, you are immediately struck by its bold, angular forms and the contrast between the original, ornate brick structure and Mendelssohn's sleek, geometric additions. The most distinctive feature is the cantilevered corner extension, which dramatically juts out above the building's older sections. This horizontal extension, clad in steel and glass, emphasizes the building's modernity, a stark departure from the traditional architecture of the time. It visually breaks away from the conventional grid of surrounding buildings, creating a striking interplay between past and present architectural styles. Mendelssohn's design expresses a sense of dynamism and movement, qualities that are key to his architectural philosophy. The horizontal bands of windows on the extended upper floors wrap around the building's corners, giving it a streamlined, futuristic look. These windows, with their long, unbroken lines, allow for maximum natural light, while also emphasizing the horizontal flow of the structure, making the building appear in motion. This design choice was groundbreaking at the time, as it rejected the rigid verticality of traditional building facades, and instead embraced the possibilities of modern materials like steel and glass. Inside, the modernist ethos continues. The space is designed with efficiency in mind, from the large, open office areas to the clean, minimalist detailing. The interior's focus on functionality reflects Mendelssohn's broader architectural goal of creating buildings that meet the needs of modern life, integrating practical requirements with a strong sense of aesthetic innovation. Critics of the time were divided on Mendelssohn's radical intervention. Traditionalists were unsettled by the juxtaposition of old and new, particularly by the contrast between the historic brick facade of the original building and Mendelssohn's sharp, machine-like additions. They found the stark horizontal lines and the projecting cantilevered section jarring, viewing it as a break from the harmonious, decorative architecture that had dominated Berlin for centuries. Some critics felt that the new design did not respect the original building's character, while others viewed the use of modern materials like steel and glass as cold and impersonal. However, Mendelssohn's work also garnered significant praise, particularly from those who supported the emerging modernist movement. Many architects and designers saw Mossehaus as a bold step forward, an example of how architecture could evolve to meet the needs of the modern industrial era. Mendelssohn's design was seen as a clear rejection of the past, celebrating the possibilities of new technologies and materials. His use of steel and glass not only symbolized progress, but also allowed for a new architectural vocabulary of lightness, flexibility, and transparency. Despite the initial controversies, Mossehaus is now regarded as a seminal work in the transition from Expressionism to modernism. Mendelssohn's innovative approach to form, movement, and materiality has made the building a key example of how early 20th century architects began to experiment with new architectural languages. The cantilevered corner extension in particular has been celebrated for its visionary use of space and its defiance of traditional architectural conventions. Today, Mossehaus stands as a testament to Mendelssohn's genius and a reminder of the shifting architectural landscape of post-World War I Berlin. Its bold integration of old and new elements, along with its embrace of modern materials and dynamic forms, continues to inspire architects and scholars alike, representing a critical moment in the evolution of modern architecture.